This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Stick around to see how Squarespace can help you build your own beautifully designed website or online store with ease. Season 1 of Vikings Valhalla begins with King Ethelred II, the ruler of England, ordering the deaths of all Danish settlers in his country. The Danish king Canute calls for every Viking warrior to attend a meeting in Kattegat, with the intent to form an army to exact revenge. Vikings arriving in Kattegat include Harald Sigurdsson, mourning the death of his brother Sten in the massacre, Harald's older brother Olaf Haraldsson, a devout Christian, and Gunnar Magnusson, a friend and loyal follower of Olaf. Olaf and Gunnar's Christian beliefs put them at odds with the pagan beliefs amongst the other Vikings. Also arriving in Kattegat are siblings Leif and Freydís, and their fellow Greenlander Vikings who are unaware of King Ethelred's massacre and had instead come for Freydís to take her own revenge on a Viking who had assaulted her years prior. That Viking turns out to be Gunnar, whom Freydís kills in Kattegat's Great Hall. Kattegat's ruler Jarl Haakon spares Freydís' life in exchange for Leif and the other Greenlander Vikings joining Harald and the Danes in their quest for vengeance against King Ethelred and the Saxons. As the Vikings arrive in England, King Ethelred's health deteriorates, resulting in his death. Ethelred's son Edmund is crowned the new king of England, and he forms an alliance with Edric Striona, the Ealdorman of Mercia, to fight off the Viking invaders. With his mother Emma and chief counselor Godwin by his side, King Edmund prepares London for the Viking assault. When the Vikings arrive, Edmund ignores the counsel of his closest advisors and leads the Saxons directly into a Viking trap. Canute leads the Vikings in a bloody battle against Edmund's army, eventually defeating the Saxons and capturing London. During the chaos, Edric accepts defeat and abandons Edmund. Following their victory, the Vikings take all of the English nobles captive. Canute spares Edmund's life, but executes Edric for being an oathbreaker. Canute then names himself the first Norse king of England, taking Godwin as his counselor and Emma as his new wife. When King Canute is forced to leave London to fight off an army of Vins in Denmark, his father, King Sweyn Forkbeard, arrives to rule in his place. As Edmund attempts to use Canute's absence to form a rebellion to take back London, Godwin betrays his former king, killing him and officially siding with the Vikings. Meanwhile, Leif mourns all of his fellow Greenlander Vikings that died in battle. The only other Greenlander to survive is his lover Liv. Distraught over the many losses, Leif begins to struggle with his pagan beliefs and contemplates the merits of one true Christian god. Leif then returns to Kattegat with Harald, finally reuniting with his sister Freydís. While Leif was gone, Freydís and Haakon were visited by the seer, who prophesied Freydís' future importance, and so Freydís needed to prepare to fulfill her destiny. Following extensive training from Haakon's shield maidens, Freydís defeats them all to become a shield maiden herself. Freydís also develops a romance with Harald, who has formed a tight friendship with Leif. Meanwhile, Olaf's devout Christian beliefs lead him on a path to eradicate the pagans. He joins forces with fellow religious fanatic Jarl, joining their armies and setting their sights on capturing Kattegat and uniting all of Norway under a Christian ruler. Olaf also forms an alliance with King Canute's spurned Mercian wife, Queen Elthgifu. As Olaf's army prepares to attack Kattegat, Harald joins his brother's side. Secretly, Harald is a double agent, relaying Olaf's plans back to Leif so he can prepare Kattegat for the assault. The Battle of Kattegat is an all-out war, with many casualties on both sides. Jarl Haakon is killed by a volley of arrows, Freydís kills and beheads the villainous Care, and Olaf mortally wounds Liv, who dies tragically in Leif's arms. Vowing to see his lover again in Valhalla, Leif reaffirms his pagan beliefs and continues on with his fight. Eventually, Olaf's army defeats Kattegat's forces, and Olaf crowns himself the new king of Norway. Harald and Freydís flee the city, just as Forkbeard arrives with Canute's fleet. The villainous Olaf's reign as king is cut short, and he is forced to flee. As Forkbeard reclaims Kattegat for Canute, a grieving Leif brutally murders the followers of Care who remained in the city, fully giving in to the Viking warrior within. Now I want to tell you about this video's sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one platform that helps you create a website or online store to help engage with your audience and build your brand. I used Squarespace to build recapandchill.com, and the process could not have been any easier. They helped me lock in my website domain name, and they have an insane amount of custom templates to choose from that are fully customizable to fit my needs. I especially love the video block feature that allows me to display all of my recaps right on my homepage. And if you're looking to get into videos yourself but don't have any editing software, Squarespace also offers a video studio that helps you create pro-level videos effortlessly. I truly can't recommend Squarespace enough, so head on over to squarespace.com/recapandchill for your free trial plus 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain name. Thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video, and thanks to you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.